one. That's the one. It's really weird. It's kind of crazy. And, the Stone Ocean. By the way, my name is Buppy Park. How's it going? He's my warrior light, Joanna Joyster. Predicting the stars. We have a bunch of quests saved up for the Astro, and I thought we should probably do them before I forget to do them. It's a good idea. But yeah, no, the Stone Ocean anime, as of today, December 1st, came back for the last time. I have not seen all the episodes, the last 12, but I have read the manga, so I'm excited to see it adapted. The second opening came out. People were worried that it wasn't going to change, because the second core had the first opening, but it changed only a little bit in some scenes, and they were like worried that it was gonna be the same, which is, it's a great opening, but it's like, come on, like, we rather have different openings, especially when it's actually been a little more than a year of this anime, because yeah, it's kind of wild, right? Like, the anime has only been going for like a little bit more than I'd say a year, because it came out September last year, and then just nothing, and then September a year later, I was like, oh yeah, we got 12 more episodes. I was like, what? I think it was September this year, and then it's like, okay, I guess we'll see y'all in a year. But then they kind of surprised us, and we're like, nah, December, here you go, the last 12 episodes. It's like, great, I guess. That was such a weird release. I don't understand. I'm excited to see that animated. Yeah, I saw the second opening. I literally today caught up to the second core, because I did not catch up to that. I didn't have Netflix at the time. I didn't know how long it was gonna take, and then I just like got Netflix a couple days ago. I was like, all right, I gotta catch up to this. Yeah, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to do the Astro quests. Sorry for talking about JoJo. I am also a JoJo fan. You look at my character's name. What do you fucking think I'm gonna talk about sometimes? It is a big thing. Anyway, Janne is now ready to burst with excitement. Make the Viscount wait any longer, and there is certain to be a wardrobe malfunction. What the? Keep your pants on! I'm here! Lady Leveva tells me that you are nearly ready to open the sixth and final gate. Yes, I said final. We all know there are 7 heavens, but opening the 7th, it's impossible. No one can do it. Unless... No one can do it. Anyway, except upon death, of course. What is this, fucking Rock Lee? What are we doing, Naruto? Yeah, all about anime today. An attempt to attune to the pole star would be sheer madness and most certainly spell your doom. But look at me, even now attempt to attune to the great Joanna when it is obvious your talent surpasses mine. Forgive me. Lady Leveva has yet to depart for the location of the final gate. Doubtless not the second final gate. Doubtless she hears yet another bandit attack, but whatever the reason, she remains on the 2nd floor and has asked you to visit her at the earliest convenience. Yeah, what are we doing? Fucking the gates, the inner gates right now. If I unlock the 8th gate, am I just gonna do Night Joanna? I saw that scene. The last war arc of that show, I kind of skimmed over and did not finish it technically, and then I just read the chapters where Naruto and Sasuke fight, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's pretty good, I guess. It was weird. You've come far since that fateful day our paths first crossed in the Black Shroud. And now, here we are, on the cusp of your attunement with the 6th heaven. Time truly waits for no woman, does it? Before we set forth on this task, I wish to teach you of a technique known as synastry. That sounds nasty. By temporarily enjoining your fate with that of companions, they will reap the star's benefit as to you. As a passage journeyman astrologian, you already wield sufficient control over ether. You need only focus it upon establishing a bond with your chosen ally to achieve synastry. I want to do that. That sounds gross. Generate a direct bond with a target party member. Each time you cast a single targeted healing spell on yourself or a party member, the party member with whom you bonded will receive 40% of the original spell. So do if I like bond with someone and I heal them, will it be 140%? I assume so. I assume it will. I assume though it's like heal this person and you can also heal the other person at the same time. If they're both struggling. If they're both getting hit by mechanics. That's probably it. Alright, last quest of the 50s, I guess. Anxious. I get to wear my Sunday best. I believe you're ready to attune with the final constellation. The location of the next lesson is actually not far. I assume your travels have taken you to the Camp Dragonhead? Excellent. I, as always, will go ahead to make my final readings. If each of our previous outings are any indication, the bandits which harry us will most certainly jump at the opportunity, so I will have Quimperane scout the area ahead of time and report any suspicious activity to the knights garrisoned at the camp. And someone else bloody their hands for a change, I say. Feel free to tell Janne Quinard of our plans, though I do not doubt he already has some of his own. Are they going to say, I don't doubt that he won't even come. I drink my OJ. Forgot I was getting experience for these. Janne! Jan, listen, gotta go. The Camp Dragonhead. Attuned to the second and final gate, you know how it is. Lady Leveva has already departed? Huh, then she must have leaped from the window, for I did not see her use the front door. I dare say that means we will be traveling alone. Of course, I will be attending. Why wouldn't I be? What? You haven't attended the other ones. Why would you attend this one? Okay. Whatever. Whatever, Janne. It's like that student in like college class who doesn't appear until like the last day when we're all taking a final. Like, okay, I guess you're here. I don't know how your grade's gonna suffer for that, but all right. Good luck. Let's go attack them. I'm ready. I literally have like level 50 gear, so I'm good. Joanna? And Janne Quinard? The fuck are you doing here? Okay. Well then, it appears, giving my constellation map to the astrologian in Ratafrost was unwise, as my readings for the location of the sixth heaven have proven slightly off. However, a second calculation has shown that we are close to the optimal location lies just north of here, in a derelict tower known as the Steel Vigil. You've the look of the learned about you. Might I ask if you've seen this star map before? It was on the person of an astrologian who came to us seeking help after being attacked. Excuse me? Oh, it's the grandpa again? Is he being kidnapped? That is my map. The one I gifted the astrologian in Ratafrost. Do you mean to tell me she was set up on again? Oh yeah, her! No! Your map? Well, then I'm going to have to ask you to accompany me for questioning. The astrologian claims that she wrested this shard from one of her assailants before escaping their grasp. Uh-oh. Oh no! She was the traitor in this story arc. I had it all wrong. Lady Lefebvre, why would you assault the self-same woman you risked your life saving? Of course she wouldn't do that, dude. Because she did not, my lord. Why would you even think something so foolish? This must be some sort of misunderstanding. I was present at the assault. We saved the young maid of which you speak. From a party of bandits, Lady Lefebvre gave her own constellation map to replace the one damaged by her assailants. My Lady Joanna was there, here also witness to these proceedings. We have our own witness who say otherwise. So until we can have a trial educator who can pass this judgment, this Lefebvre will have to come in for questioning, for she herself has admitted the map is hers. It is all right. I have not to hide. And arguing here will not bring us any closer to the truth. In anything, I wish to confront this woman who would bring false accusations against those who saved her life. I'm gonna beat her ass. Very well then. Take me where you will. I shall answer all of your questions, and you will soon learn who is spouting falsehoods. My friends, you need not worry over much, for I shall be in the company of the Temple Knights, where no harm will befall me. I'm sorry, I just immediately came up with that thought that, like, these dudes could totally be working with her, and, or somebody, and pretending to know. Okay, there's, like, two options here. Here we go. I just thought of it. Okay. The girl that we gave the map is actually a traitor and the big bad of this story arc, who was working in the shadows and hired the bandits to kill us. That's option one. Option two, the bandits kidnapped the lady again, and then also are in league with the Temple Knights, or at least pretending to be some. I don't know. Either way, they're in league with the Temple Knights. They have a lot of connections, or their bosses are, and they're just like, yeah, the lady totally said that you assaulted her, and which she's either dead or kidnapped. I don't know. I feel like one is stronger. Either way, I feel like the Temple Knights here may just attack her when we leave, but we'll you know, we'll see how that goes. I will return once I have proven my innocence. Okay. Just keep walking around, stopping. She has a star birthmark just like me. Is she a JoJo? Oh, just so on point. Stone Ocean has come back. No harm, Quota. That knight was the self-same astrologian whom we saved in Mordona. What the fuck is no harm, Quota? The astrologian who claims we attacked her. Are you saying the astrologian was a Temple Knight? No, listen, my lord. I'm saying the astrologian is no more an astrologian than she is a knight. I'm saying we have been played. We've fallen victim to a ruse that has landed Lady Lavava in the hands of those who have been attempting to kill her since we set foot in Eorzea. Say foot? Foot. Sorry. Then you are saying she won't be safe in the presence of those Temple Knights? I could have told you that, and I didn't even know that. That's... those weren't Temple Knights, my lord. However, they were wearing the colors of our Knights Most Heavenly, and if we were to assault them with this near heavily garrisoned Camp Dragonhead, we would be struck full of arrows before anyone asked us why we even draw our blades. No, we must shadow Lady Lavava's captors and wait for an opportunity to take her back. How exciting! Can I take point? No? Of course not. Yeah, no, you stay in the back. Shadow them. Oh, this is... Keep our distance until an opportunity to rescue Lavava has come. I say, I have been saying all along now I must keep a push down. No matter how concealed we remain. Oh yeah, I'll draw my blade too, just like we're walking. Dude, my walking animation's faster than yours, guys. Should I cast a card? What happens if I cast a card? Hang on. Got it. Got a card. I like to stockpile a card. Hang on. Hang on. Wait for it. Wait for it. Sorry. I'm back. Bring us a meter on our journey home. Yes, sir. Should we attack him? Imposter Soldier had left the company to see those ogres. Let us take her unawares. Get her! Not here. Take that, bitch. Should we capture her? The woman is the same one we assisted in Mordona. I do not believe she was working alone. Let's continue our pursuit. Slowly. I like how his animation is like, I run usually, but so I don't encounter them, I'll just basically run in place. That dude too. Get his ass. Alright, you ran pretty close to them. I'm pretty sure if I ran there, I'd be fucked. Take this card. No means of capturing them, yes. Is that an airship I hear? Oh, so they're gonna get an airship? That'd be fucking funny. It's like, we have an airship. Slowly. I can see that Endwalker took inspiration from these quests. Please approach the company. It's a good thing to keep going off in various directions. I don't know if I want to go this close. Oh, almost at Stone Vigil. Goodness gracious, guys. It took you forever to do this. Why don't you just walk up to him and fail this? That'd be hilarious. And sad. I heard something over there. Not behind you, though. That's good. Should we attack them? Only if they do. They're not attacking him, so I assume no. You sure we should attack that dude? Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna attack anyone unless you attack them. Oh my god, come on, guys. This is what being alive is like. Did you feel it? There we go, cutscene. Oh no, a chain. It's a big bad. It's a dude with glasses. Just as I expected, these fools have led me straight to the answers I've sought since my arrival in this backwoods realm. Hey, that's not nice. It's accurate, but not nice. And if I'm not mistaken, my trusted companions should be arriving here right about... Hey, yo, what up? Now, I'll be taking this. Oh! He's like, fuck! He's very smart. The moment you lift off in that airship, the whole land will know you are not a true Temple Knights, and you'll be made to answer for your crimes. Once we are in the air, it will not matter what anyone knows, you fool. We will not be returning once we have slain you and your friends. Oh no! Hi, Sky. I hope you're feeling better. No one shall stand in the way of my fate, especially not some dog's body of the Forum. Time to attack them. This random ass dude who's the final villain of this arc. Although I get this came out with 50 from what 30 to 60, so I assume maybe there'll be more answers. I have no idea. Oh, I should put this on myself. Yes. Do that. Do that. This. That. Is it when dying? Oh, this Quimperaine's kind of a little bit low. I should do gravity. I should put this on myself. I'll put this on you. Hey, sealed missive. Let's take this shit. Oh yeah, your throat is still in disarray. Oh damn. Well, at least yeah. At least you're getting better though. I'm doing alright, I guess. It's my weekend. So I'm pretty much gonna be finished watching the last episodes of Stone Ocean. That came out in JoJo Part 6. That's what I'm gonna do. Probably stream FF7. Maybe I'll beat it. I'm close to the end. I didn't know that Disc 3 of FF7 apparently is only the final dungeon. So it's like, okay. I'm closer to the end than I thought. I not think that Lady Leveva would mind us taking a peek inside that missive, would she? No, you're alright. Like enough, she would. Please, my lady, allow me a moment to gather myself. We kicked their ass. Of course I knew the Temple Knights were false. I recognized the astrologian we saved almost immediately. I find it insulting that they believed I would not. I also knew that they would lead me to true perpetrators. If I played along, fully aware that you will loyalty would follow. I'm very pleased that you believed in us that hard. I am pleased that you also knew that we would somehow crawl our way out of the little tussle with our lives, because I was uncertain for the most of the journey. Well, I was certain Joanna would make it, for the stars have already told me she would unlock the 6th gate here at the Steel Vigil, the very location we ended up at. Despite our unexpected ordeal, your fate, Janne Quinard. Well, I never bothered reading it, for I thought you would skip this lesson like you have every other one. I mean, that's true. I thought you would skip it too, but you came out here. Good for you, buddy. Time to unlock the 6th gate. Joanna, gaze upon the night sky and open your soul to final constellation, the spear. The spear is the gate of the 6th heaven, where the Fury resides in a palace of ice carved by her own spear. Ice formed moonbeams collected by the lover, Menvina. Oh, I can't wait to see them in maybe 6.3? Who knows? The spear fills us not only with the power to overcome our enemies, but also the compassion that is necessary to grant those same enemies mercy. And now that power is yours, the sea directed to those whose fates acquire it. The melee DPS in the tank. Remember it well. It is done. You have attuned yourself to the 6 lower heavens, and now that you know their strength, the true journey begins. Hooray! So when do I unlock the 7th one? You don't. You will die. Oh. I want to do it anyway, though. My congratulations, Joanna. What has taken me more than 15 summers to accomplish, you have done. And more in a matter of moons. It's been moons? I guess. But our time together has taught me that despite what we may believe they are, we all have our roles, and each role is just as important as the other. Without taking both Quimperraine and you under my wing, you would have never saved Leveva from her assailants. Meaning, in a way, I saved Lady Leveva. That I'm one to take all the credit for such heroism. Uh-huh. Charlene Dermaturge crack seal appears somewhat familiar. Take this. I wish I take credit for this missive that never would have been discovered were not for me taking you and Quimperine under my that cold stare. It befits the cup for second place. Point taken. Let us break the seal and see what this handwriting. I've seen it many a time before. It is mine uncle's. But that would mean, oh no, he's the betrayer. It would mean the highest-ranking astrologian in all of Ishgard has been attempting to assassinate us. If a tribunal were to hear of this, he would be hanged. And the hanging will only earn us another ill-tempered Orthodox astrologian unwilling to open his eyes to the benefits of our discipline. No, we can use this missive to our advantage. As long as this remains in our hands, so too does the chief astrologian. Also, I like how the music just kicked in right as she said that. We're gonna blackmail him. Aww. Are you saying we used this missive to blackmail Voldemort? I'm saying we merely granted Chief Astrologian his life in exchange for a little assistance in furthering our just and noble cause. No more, no less. I see, you're quite a devilet, my dear. Very well, I will summon mine uncle to the Astroscope. There we can present him with our offer. Why don't we fight him? Nah, it wouldn't be a fight on a green quest. It probably would have. What, didn't we travel this far? He'll probably give in. He'll give in for now. Water. It's important. This whale is also important. Hey, this weekend, I don't know if I'll finish FF7, but I'm definitely gonna stream it. I'll try tomorrow to see. Maybe in the afternoon. The hell is happening? Is anyone doing this? No. Raid the castle! I'm going up from the top. There's an entryway through the top, right? Go down. Attack him! We have a whale, bitch! Well, seriously, where is it? The green symbol didn't appear on him, and I knew it was him, but I was like, that's not the green symbol. Maybe I should look again. Oh, wait for Voldemort in the Observatorium's Astroscope. Oh, there's a waiting area. Where is it exactly? It looks up. This is literally right here. I have no time for ours. I'm a busy man. Is it down? Hang on, I should look at this more carefully. It looks like it's... should be there. Oh, it's right here. Why the heck are we waiting for him up here? He's literally downstairs. He's so busy. He's so true. If I was playing the death of my nephew, then I would be pretty busy too. Have to pay them, have to arrange funeral rites. Why must you insist on pestering me, Janne? I gave you a letter, now leave me be! But that would not be the only letter you've written lately, would it? Perhaps you recall a certain letter to the forum. A letter carried by a party of less than savory characters who attempted to kidnap Lady Lavava and deliver her to Charlians. Not to mention kill me, my manservant, and my good friend Joanna here. who you may have forgotten is currently an honored guest of House Fortam. Yes, at this point in time. Soon to be Ender of the Dragon War. Letter drawn up and signed by none other than you, Nuncle. Nuncle? Oh, but do not presume to misunderstand us. We wish neither your disgrace nor your death, at least not at our hands. In fact, we wish very little from you. Not, you might say, in the sense of that you are to never again use your influence to hamper our efforts at spreading Charlian astrology here in Ishgard. Involve yourself no more in the affairs of me and my guests, and your secret remains safe. I will even forgive you for trying to have me murdered, if, that is, you give me your word. It's not as if you've left me much choice. You have my word, but know that silencing me will not make your nonsense any more accepted in the vault. There are others who will see you fall, others who care little whether you or not I speak my piece. Like that bird over there, look! Flying into the camera, doesn't give a shit about this fucking cutscene. Goodbye, bird. We are fully aware of the birds we have to scale. However, we shall not let this discourage us. I have been shown a path that I altogether plan on walking, and the stars shall guide my way. Caw-caw, caw-caw. Stars foretell many things, my dear. Not even the best readers can see them all. Do not forget this. Did you have stupid? So we've silenced him, but to hear him tell it, he was the least of our worries. That is so dumb. Hooray! Stars in our faults. Why are we taking this quest up here? That's really where it starts? Oh no, there's one more. Huh. Well, is this a good set? Is the question. It is an actual attire. I remember I did the Dark Knight quest, I got to 50, and it gave me some random ass tank gear that it was not at all looking like a tank, so I'm gonna wear this, or look at this. Oh, you assholes, this is not a... No. Well, actually, I guess it looks like one. It is green. I assume it would be blue if it was actually astrologian gear. Oh, that's a nice skirt, though. We have to sell those. Wait, spectacles? Are these glasses? Oh, these are glasses. Hang on. Oh, these look lame. These are all lame glasses. I have better glasses. Actually, well, you know what? I'm gonna put, I can't put glamour up here. Let's just finish this off, and I get. Which one is it? It doesn't matter. It's either the 50 to 61, or it's ending the 51. They don't even give you the chest piece that glows. What a ripoff. Fantastic. Yeah, just like the Dark Knight one. I remember the Dark Knight one was also... I think it was literally like gear that like covered your head. I don't remember though. It's been a while since I did that quest. Now that Forlamont has so graciously agreed to discontinue his meddling in our affairs, I believe we may find our peers and colleagues more receptive to our proposals. Perhaps I shall begin with another trip to the vault and inquire about them, reconsidering my petition to grant Little Feather the opportunity to speak with the Conclave. We all have our strengths, Janne Quinard, and none will deny yours is convincing seemingly sane people to do your bidding. Joanna here is a testament to that. I'm sane? That's funny. That's a good joke. I look forward to hearing of your progress. I'm gonna fucking... What is that in the background? That's a blimp. Is that an airship? I think it's an airship. As for myself, there are still some questions I need answered. The first being, how exactly did Voldemort come in contact with the Charlian assassins? Quimperine, attend me. I wish to visit Foundation and learn if there have been any sightings of suspicious foreigners. What is it just that Joanna and I do the same here at the observatorium? Perhaps a second call to our new ally will help mine uncle recall aught he have may have permitted in the heat of the previous moment. I think we're pushing it, but okay. Let's go talk to the loser with the hat. What? Yo. Who wants us dead? 7 health. I rooted to ever see another shot here. Please, I've done all you ask. What more do you want from me? Blood? Are you simply here to boast? The fuck are you trying to kill us? Of course we're gonna milk this. Or maybe you wish to know how the Charlatans came to be involved in my scheme. Ha! I thought as much. If it was so important, why didn't you... your Lady Leveva asked me earlier. Her head is so far in the stars, she wants to see what unfolds around her on the ground. The truth is, it was never my scheme in the first place. It was the Charlatans. They came to me not long after Professor Mace's ship was diverted to Danaland. Yes, I said diverted. The pirates in the Strait of Meritor, the magically manipulated storms off the Rotano, all were staged to prevent your friends from ever arriving. But when they did, the Charlatans were forced to change their plans. They required help hiring local hands discreetly, something they could not do as foreigners. I agreed to lend them my aid because I felt both stood to benefit from the disappearance of Janne and that fool shit. Shit? Did you call us a shit? I don't know what that is. Well, fuck you. Wait, it's probably... Oh, no, it's down here. Never mind. I was ready to go down here. But yeah, they just made fucking storms to be like, get out of here. And when that didn't work, it's like, well, time to kill them, I guess. The escalation. The chief astrologian. There's rarely a day when he isn't meeting with visitors from across the realm and beyond. Why, this past moon, he had been entertaining guests with very distinct markings on their faces. I asked Lord Forlamont whence they hailed, and he only answered the north. Okay. Is he here? Where is he? Oh, back at the place. Okay, cool. But yeah, I want to talk with Charlatans. That's what look fancy. Get my Makima suit on. Oh, damn it. I meant to go down to the thing. Yeah. Hey, buddy, what up? The Charlatans came to him. And that can only mean that my uncle was only a pawn in a much larger game. A game that began long before we ever became involved. Think back, Joanna. The bandits of the Black Shroud and those pirates you described that attacked you in Limsa Lominsa, they all had strange facial markings, as did our false astrologian. It is not much, but perhaps Lady Leveva will be able to make more sense out of it all. Despite the time we have spent together, I have this feeling she has yet to be completely honest with us. But look at me. A beloved relative tries to have me killed, and the next day I begin doubting everyone. What a sad, sad state of affairs. Perhaps, to clear my head, I should call on that fine young Viscountess visiting Alianante and her family's stead in the Eastern Islands. This information on Forlamont Associates should be relayed to Lady Leveva immediately. Would you be so kind? I seem to recall them saying they'd be questioning Highborn and the Pillars. To the Pillars. Whoop. He's here. Old Janne over there goes and visits women. My lady, were you able to learn anything of import at the observatorium? Lord Forlamont was not the one to hire the Charlatans. Lady Leveva will want to know. Lady Leveva? Lady Leveva? She was right here! Well, fantastic. We must find her. I would not think any harm would come to her here in the center of the Holy See, but then again, That is what we believe is back at Camp Dragonhead. I shall search Hoplin. Might I ask you to search the opposite direction, near the last vigil? Oh, I just remembered the Dark Knight quest. After finishing my self-therapy, immediately they were like, oh, we have some Ishgarians who want to talk to you, and then they try to kill you in that same area, and they just started the 50 quest. So this is probably the 50 quest. Just going straight to it. Hello, old world astrology. Can I get that outfit? Can I get that hat that allows me to wear it? I'm sorry, I think you may have mistaken me for someone else. Is that Laveva? No, I don't, unless you can teleport. And then change out of her outfit that fast. Actually, she didn't change the outfit. Joanna? When you were speaking with Quimperane, someone approached me from behind and placed a dagger to my back. I had no choice but to be led silently away. Luckily, my son let down his guard, and when we arrived in the shadows, and I was able to deliver him a swift kick in the groin. I've been running ever since. That's fucked up. So, Forlamont wasn't the architect of the scheme to drag me back to Charlene after all. I had my suspicions. I was a fool to believe Tate would simply let me leave. Do you recall when I mentioned there were people in the old world intent on hoarding our nation's knowledge? Well, it appears that my efforts to train you and Janne have attracted their ire. Joanna, allow me to apologize. I have not been wholly frank with you about my reason for visiting Eorzea. The truth is, I came here because of my father. My father dreamed of rekindling the Holy Sea's interest in Trallian astrology, believing that it would be the great benefit to the embattled people of Ishgard. He came here several moons after I was born, intending to remain only for a season. However, he never made a return journey. His dream was left unrealized, and his newborn daughter left without a father. Never once did I meet him. But every night when I look to the stars, I know that those are the same skies he too gazed upon. The same skies he used as his strength and guide. It was only natural that I follow in his footsteps, in spite of the objections from my mother, who did not wish to see her only daughter lost as well. And here I am in Eorzea, almost 2 decades later, pursuing a dream my father never lived to realize. A dream that has become mine own. And now someone is trying to stop me. Well, just let them try, I say. Just let them try. Pretty big backstory there. Girl bossing it up. Lady Laveva, a maiden of your beauty should not wander off without an escort. Monsters hide even in the shadows, or the pillars. Maiden, flattery will earn you nothing, Janne Quinard, but I will accept it nonetheless. Tell me, what did the vault say to our proposal? And they accepted it. We've been given the official permission by the Holy See to conduct a symposium on the wonders of Charlene astrology, with you as our guest speaker. Now come, we must hurry back to the Athenaeum and begin preparations. More than 15 summers to make ready for this moment, and now I only have a matter of days. Should have prepared ahead of time. Here we go to the vault. Speak with Janne. Back at the place. Janne, what of it? This has been the most beguiling past few moons. I must say, I truly did not expect the turns my fate has taken. I suppose that speaks much to the capacity as a reader of the heavens. I'm not blind to what goes on in the Foundation, so I will not claim that my life is in any way difficult, but that does not mean I do not have a share of troubles, however trivial they may be. Being anything but first in line to a courtship is not at all whores and rainbows. The Count only truly cares about his newly appointed heir, just like the rest of my family. They expect great things from him. From me, they expect nothing. For a long time, I tried to prove that I could be as great as my cousin. It is why I went to Charlian. It is why I have tried to do things I had no business in even trying. Then, once I realized that no one was looking, I simply stopped caring. My actions becoming more and more outlandish. Because at the end of the day, that's what everyone expected. But then you two walked through the door and helped me realize that maybe my life is more than a coffin that has been fitted for me. Maybe the fate I believed was mine was not mine at all. And for helping me see that, Joanna, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Hooray! Whores and rainbows. I don't know. Also, hang on. Let me just allow that. Although I kind of understand why they would block that. Someone would call the streamer that. Possibly. Oh, I got the food buff, like 5 seconds to spare. Time to drink more JoJ. Emptiness. I still don't get any skills. Have good news and bad news. The good news is preparations for the Synapsium on Charlian Astrology have been progressing smoothly. As we have expected, encountered very little resistance from the vaults. They have even gone to trouble of securing us a spacious venue for the event. Huh. Great. Awesome. The vaults. Great place. The bad news is the spacious venue in question lies in the Falcon's Nest. Lest you wonder, I speak of the same frigid building site in the middle of nowhere that you will doubtless have heard so many good things about. Yes, my friend, that Falcon's Nest. I suppose this may be a blessing in disguise. I'm just not certain what that blessing may be. Perhaps we should all make for the hamlet and see. Fantastic. I thought we were just going to go to the vault and they'll be like, oh yes, you can do your thing in the vault. Nothing else will happen here. Nothing at all. Just start charging my phone before it goes off. As we keep playing this card game, this card job. Keep thinking about Marvel Snap, how it's eating away at my life. I may actually spend money on the game and I don't need to. Oh, at this point I want to. It's fun. It's my Hearthstone addiction all over again. Rearing its ugly head. Greetings, Joanna. It appears that not only is our symposium to be held in the tiny hamlet miles away from civilization crawling with people who cannot even spell astrology, they let alone grasp how it works, but no one in the whole town has even been informed of our arrival. The three of us have been spending the last bell speaking with whomever will listen, inviting them to attend the event, so at least we won't be speaking to an empty forum. Don't worry now, my friend. We have saved the Northern District just for you. Wink. Thank you. Go talk to those people. Tell them to come, please. This is depressing. Yo, buddy, you want to go to this, like, TED Talk that we're doing? We'll have cookies. Only an astrology, eh? You a heretic? Because you're talking like one. There's only one kind of astrology in this god, and it ain't the heathen kind. Considering as you are an unbeliever, I suppose the night might allow you to yap and yammer, but cause not too much commotion, you'll be disappeared like that other lad. Now, when was that? Bloody heretics. An outrider. And his wounds look deep. Is there a cutter nearby? Yo, dude. I could heal him. That's my chance to shine. Okay, hang on. First, I will give you a buff here. Have this spear. It's totally helpful to you. I gave it to myself. Okay. I'm just gonna heal you now. It's a good idea. I'm healing myself. Please, I have 5 children. Cast expected benefit. Oh. There you go. Take that. Regen. What is this sorcery? My cuts, they knit themselves. Are you a healer adventurer? If so, I have another request for you. There were many others in my scouting party. We were all wounded, some of us more gravely than others. I fear that my fellow knights may be in grave danger. Would you seek them out and tend to them as you did me? I will report to Sir Redwald, but I fear that the time can muster reinforcements. Several men would have perished. Alright. Now, how do you think about that, old man? You see his wounds last. That poor bugger was the only one to make a party of his party to make it back Falcon's Nest. I should think of the condition of the others. You must hurry, healer, or the wolves will eat tonight. Or are they? No. Empty nest, which is all the way over there. Cool. So yeah, Marvel Snap. I'm playing that constantly. I got to like, so a game always is like in a ranked mode. So you're always like having to bet your ranked points on games. Sometimes you like double down on the wins and losses. You will, you get double of those. Like either you win double or you lose double. It's fun. Or you just, play for regular points. Yeah. I do wonder what cool cards will come up with, more cool cards and all that. Alright, slow for the night. Let's kill these guys. Don't worry, I know gravity. Well, I just stay here while the dot does all the work. Why expected benefit though? How did you? It's as if I was never dealt a single wound. What manner of magics you wield, friend? The regen manner? Astromancy. I thought the star served only to grant us insight into the Horde's movements. Why are there not more astrologians in the field? You and your companions are in Falcon's to discuss that very topic? Perhaps I can persuade others in garrison to attend. I must hurry back to the hamlet. My captain will want a full report of the day's happenings. Hey, woo! I'm doing such a good job. I did do a funny play in Marvel Snap where it's like, so the objective is to win 3 locations with power points. You play cards and they have power. But there's a card I randomly got, which is basically get rid of the 2 other locations and the one that it lands on is the only one left. And it's like, okay, this one is empty. I'm on turn 5. If I put this down, I could win, but if he puts something even higher, then I will lose. I just risked it, and they never put anything in that one location. They just doubled down on the other ones. I'm like, okay, I guess I win. That card was Galactus. It was funny. Because I randomly got him. I didn't even put him in my deck. I don't think you can put him in your deck. Because that type of card is really busted. Where have you been? When did you not? When you did not return, we visited the northern gates and found the area astir with night activity. You left the hamlet to aid wounded scouts? You could have been killed. Or eaten. Or killed, then eaten. Or eaten, then killed. That's the one that's worse. What were you, Pinocchio? What is this? You say your display of astromancy has impressed tonight's into attending our event? Huh. This may work to our advantage. If the knights begin clamoring for astrologians to be assisted in their ranks, then the sea may just listen. Let us find these good men and inform them that the synopsium is about to commence. Speak with the wounded knight. Those four-frosted balls! Not a single person game. I told you this was a terrible plan. Use confusion from the jam-packed symposium to approach the target, she says. You'll have her out of the hamlet before her companions even know she's gone, she says. Even a blind babe could see that no one would gather for a talk on astrology in the middle of a thriving... Yo, what up? Ah! The astrologian attended to my wounds. As you can see, both me and my fellow knight made swift recoveries. Thanks to your wonderful magics, of course. What the hell's going on here? Have I been tricked? Bamboozled? Reinforcements? And the garrison never arrived? Reinforcements. Oh, yes, I spoke with Sir Redford Wolf myself. Perhaps he felt there was no need for reinforcements after I, convinced him what able healer you were. Yes, that's it. This is most certainly the reason. Yes. As much as we would like to attend, the captain has already assigned us another mission. I apologize to you and your companions. Perhaps we can make the next synopsium. Carry on then. Those hoar-frosted balls. Hang on. So who is the target? It's probably her, right? Our friend, Laveva. Speak with Laveva. Hey, there she is. Yeah, they wanted to kill her, but no one's here to disguise a murder. So it is a double-edged sword. Laveva is okay, but no one is here. Well, that is that then. The vault wins. Yo, good news and bad news. Not think of it as such, Lady Laveva. This is but one hurdle we must leap. The vault wants us to stop and turn around, and they will continue placing hurdles before us until we do. But we cannot let that discourage us. We must carry on until we reach our destination, or they run out of hurdles. Oh, this is disheartening. You cry over your hurdles. You know not how lucky you were. Hey, it's the old man. Did you come for the symposium? No, I wouldn't let anyone see me at that gathering. I'd be branded a heretic and sent to a witch. I mean, you're here now! Oh, worse. They just slit my throat and tossed me out to the beasts. Like as they did with the other astrologian from the old world. Huh? The other astrologian? When was this? When you reach my age, all the summers melt together. My hair still had color, so it must have been at least a score, may have more. May have less. Oh, damn. That's her dad. No! There was an astrologian who was... But it was long ago. It could not have been anyone you knew. We cannot dwell on the past. We must needs find a way to interpret the cards we have been dealt. so they may benefit the present, our present. No, it could not have been anyone I knew. I never had the chance to. Oof. You're right, Janne Quinard. We mustn't let the vault or bandits or closed minds prevent us from achieving what we came here for. The stars will point the way. Even if it's cloudy right now, this is ruining the moment, but whatever. And we will help the people of Ishgard see that as well. Let's go, we move. Yeah, that was depressing. I say it was a, no one got hurt, so I'd say that's a job well done. Alright, Jan, what do we do now? Lady Livava did not take the old man's recollection of the slayed astrologian well at all. I understand that hearing of a fellow colleague's death might unnerve someone, but you would think she had lost her father. Bro. Oh, Jan, what have you done? I want to live down this offense. You see, the astrologian of whom the old man spoke, it so happens that I knew him well. His name was Rufin, and he was my friend and confidant when I studied in Charlian. My only friend. He followed me back to Ishgard when my stay in the city-state was cut short by the Exodus. His dream was to rekindle interest in the forgotten techniques which gave rise to Ishgardian astrology. But this was a time when the Holy See was even more opposed to foreign ideas than they are now. That evening I discovered him bleeding at his bureau. It was one of the saddest of my life. But even at the hours of his death, Rufin remained strong. He made me promise that I would not let his dream fade because of the close-minded. Not that that has gone particularly well thus far. Yet perhaps if we reach greater accord with the stars, they will likely show us the way forward. Yes, that sounds likely. Oh, we get stuff. It is Malefic 2. And it just makes Malefic better. Okay. The Vaultwind outdid themselves. Location of our next symposium? The Convictory. A makeshift camp for a band of bickering knights. I've spoken at length with Lady Livava about how we might handle the second inconvenience, so as to not meet the same fate we did at Falcon's Nest. I fear the worst, but the lady believes that we may be approaching this all wrong, that we should embrace the situation and use it to our advantage. I believe she's merely unaccustomed to the thin alpine air, and her wits are not in order. Perchance we should make for the camp and see ourselves. Oh, that place, still in that Falcon's Nest area. Fantastic. I remember that place. I think Alphino collected wood over there, as he likes to tell us multiple times. Joanna, did you remember that time I collected wood? Yes, I know, Alphino. You mentioned the story 50 times. Oh. He's a good boy. Just, it's not right sometimes. I did like it in Walker. There's just sitting and just like, dude, he collected wood like once. I don't know why he keeps bringing it up. Alright, here we are. I wonder if bears will attack. This looks like a bear attack place. Hey yo, Livava, what up? What happened? Tread lightly, Joanna. This is not the work of bandits. Gwynplaine's hurts were dealt by the convictors. The fuck? You were assaulted by the men sworn to protect us? This is madness! The vault led the knights to believe that a party of astrologians would be arriving to aid them in scrying the location of the horde's next attack. They took out their frustration on poor Gwynplaine when they learned I can foretell the whims of a dragon about as well as I can those of Janne. But no, we must not let this discourage us. If words have no weight with these men, then let our magic do the speaking. I mean, if they want us to do a dragon attack, we could fight with them. Do you want me to heal you? Yeah, here. Take this. Help you out. You're an astrologian. You can't heal people. That's not what astrologians do. It's all wrong. Then he just runs away. You're welcome! It's like fucking Gollum all over again. I cast it on myself this time, you see? This could be you. Alright, here you go. My wounds. It's as if they were never there. Wait, who's gonna believe that I slew a dragon if I don't have wounds to show for it? I don't know whether to thank you or slit your throat! Though I suppose I wouldn't be able to do either if you hadn't healed me with those queer magic, so this day, I see fit to forgive you. What type of logic is that? Really lame for this one, I swear. Here. The pain. It's gone. How did you? That was fucking wild. That was more, at least he didn't blame me. He mostly was, like, bewildered. Take this healing. Thanks! Punches you. Why do you get all the people thanking you? I got people who are just fucking rude. You... Oh, hello? What is wrong, Leveva? Have you tapped too deeply into your mental reserves? Perhaps you should take a moment of respite. Did you stab her? That blood is not the knight's. Charlie and assassins, goddammit. Ah, the loyal lapdog. Without you to say the obvious, where would your masters be, pray tell? You again! One might think these markings would betray my identity, but you Eorzeans have a singular capacity to look without seeing. I'm amazed you are not constantly wandering into bonfires or off cliffs. Oh, that's right, you dressed as the mage back in the... that astrologian back in the town. You had the knife to her. I've grown weary of this masquerade, and I am done when entrusting my fate to the realm's blundering mercenaries. My name is Selly, and I'm here to take the Lady Leveva into custody so that she can never be transported back to Charlian and tried... Oh, that she can be transported back to Charlian and tried for her crimes. Taken into custody? On whose authority? You're here without permission of the forum, performing acts which amount to treason. Your grandfather has already been detained and questioned. I'm giving you the opportunity to turn yourself in and put an end to this farce once and for all. Do as I say and no one will be harmed, yourself included, Lady Leveva. But, Lady Leveva, I thought you and your grandfather were dispatched on an official expedition. It seems that Leveva has not told you everything. Did you know that it was her father who was killed nearly 15 summers past? 15 summers past, Janne? Your adventurer friend seems to already have put two and two together. Why she didn't tell you earlier? I cannot fathom. What else are they leaving you out of, Janne? Duran there. But... Silence! Kick her ass! This is my final warning. When you see me again, you will either give yourself up, or you will die by my blade. Think on that, Leveva. I'm running away. Like, we could totally just chase her and kill her, but we will just stand here and then watch her walk away, run away as, I don't know, come back to kill us. Joanna, Lefebvre's wound is deep. I do not believe I can heal it on my own. Lend me your aid. Oh, okay, never mind. They gave me a reason. That's what we get for talking early. I shouldn't expect a bit of. Why is it that? Why not the fucking other one? Okay. I got like 50 heal buttons. Thank you, my friends. For someone who claims that she was hired to bring me back to Charlie and her aim was quite true. I could have killed you. Lady Lefebvre. That Sally claimed that you were not here with the blessing of the Forum. Is this so? Why do you not see fit to mention this? My grandfather knew the Forum would never allow us to come to Ishgard, and that our contemplation of the matter was merely a tactic to stall and discourage us. The stars had spoken to my grandfather, and he was not about to turn a deaf ear to them. I kept silent because I did not wish to let the petty politicking. Oh, I get it. You heard politics into a verb. Politicking of men, thousands of moms to the north, stand in the way of our dream. Our dream to spread the word of Charlene astrology. And such was my father's dream, until he was killed for it by close-minded peasants. But Finn never once spoke ill of those he wished to enlighten, even at his end. How do you know my father's name? Your father and I became close friends when I was in Charlene. I thought you were around the same age as her. You are apparently older. When the Exodus forced me to return home, he asked if he could accompany me, saying that he was to try and convince those who once believed in the star's power to look to the skies again. And we did, for several moons. My countrymen were so deeply skeptical and slow to warm to the idea of heathen magics. Some were even rude, but he never gave up on them, right up until he was. I was there during your father's last moments. I heard a commotion come from his room late one night and went in to check, only to find him bleeding and slumped over his diary, which he was writing when he was attacked. With his last strength, he handed me the diary and asked me that I do not blame my people, and that I continue my work. I believe this belongs with you now. Diary. It's a low-res texture book. I do not know if I can forgive those who killed my father. I do not expect you to forgive us yet, but knowing that he did, even at the moment of his death, perhaps will help you one day understand. You've always reminded me of Rufin, even before I knew he was your father. Your passion for your discipline equals your own, or may even exceed it. Father, did you know what fate awaited you in this realm? Did you see all this? Did the stars have you merely paved the way for me? If they did, then I shall not allow anyone to stand in your way. Thanks, Squimperine. You are right, good man. And so I shall allow this breach of etiquette, but if you fail to address Lady Lefebvre properly again, I will have you spit shining the privy back into her their manner. I'll leave him be, Jan. Without Quimperine here, I'd have been tied up and shipped back to the old world moons ago. The stars have him here with me, and he's not going anywhere, and neither am I. I'm done with symposiums. That's not what my father wanted. He came here not to speak of astrology, he came here to use it. And so that is what I shall do. There are still many convictors who can benefit from these magics. What a better way to convince people of your greatness than by ensuring they remain alive long enough to sing your praises. Jan. Hey, she does. Hey, I'm not the only one who calls him Jan. Will you tell me my father? Hey, bonding. I'd be delighted, my lady. Unless that is you mean now, as I have a prior engagement with a pair of lovely baronesses from House Zamir. And, I would not wish to keep them waiting. Yeah, you go on ahead, buddy. A prior arrangement. Of course he has. I suppose my father's journal will have to suffice until then. Can't talk to Whipperine. Bum. Bum. Alright, let's see. I do have to hang out with a friend soon, but I'm gonna wait until they message me. To think that my old friend Rufin may have been seen the same grim fate. Well, may have seen what grim fate awaited him in Ishgard, but chose to come anyway, knowing that it would inspire both me and his daughter. God, sometimes these celestial machinations are simply too grand in scope to grasp. However, if it is as we believe, then we must, as Quimperain so bluntly stated, make sure to not disrupt us on our path to that fate. Perhaps it is time I reveal to you a more powerful form of Malefic, so that you might better be prepared for the trials that are to follow. Ah, that fur upon your brow suggests that you have used this spell earlier in your training. In retrospect, I would be inclined to agree. Ha ha! Malefic! I got Malefic too. Alright. I'm happy to report that Leveva is fine and well, and hasn't been attacked by bandits, dastards, curs, Shallian spies, or disgruntled knights once since her last encounter in the convictory. After restoring health to all the convictors, so they might return getting wounded again, she journeyed northwest to the Dravanian forelands. If that journey was without incident, she should be in Tailfighter now, tending to the chocobo hunters there. Might I suggest that we go and join her, Joanna? Cool. Although we already have 56, and these quest storylines are pretty long, I guess maybe I should. I'm not gonna. And my friend should be contacting me soon. I'm not gonna end yet. I will probably. I've already apparently gotten all of my abilities until 60, I assume, right? No, 58. So I'm 57 right now. But there's obviously 60. Really all I have is Malefic 2. Whoops. The next one, 58. Collective Unconscious. Celestial Ring around the caster. Reduces damage taken by 10% and applies the Wheel of Fortune to self and any party members who enter. Oh, it's my orb. It's my orb heal. I guess it's more of a don't take damage in it. Wait, where's Earthly Star? Oh, that's 62. There it is, Earthly Star. What does it exactly say? Because I always see it and I don't know what it does exactly. While under the effect of Earthly Dominance, creates a stellar burst, dealing unexpected damage with a potency of 205 to all nearby enemies. Also restores own HP and HP of nearby party members. After 10 seconds, Earthly Dominance effect is changed to Giant Dominance. 10 seconds. Waiting 10 seconds or executing Stellar Detonation while under the effect of Giant Dominance creates a stellar explosion, dealing unexpected damage upon save. I thought this was like a damage buff. This just does damage and also cure potency. No wait. Damage with potency of 210 to only by enemies, restores own HP and HP of all party members. So weird. There's also like multiple stages to this. I don't know why. Let's do a leveling.
Alright, What are we doing right now? Joanna, it is good to see you again. I pray you have not been neglecting your training. Now, you may be wondering why I chose Tailfeather of all places to visit next. Well, the truth of the matter is, I did not choose it at all. It chose me. I love chocobos. Oh, also the hunters who are here somehow heard of what we had done at the convictory and placed a formal request to have me come and tend to Hamlet's wounded. I would like to believe this is proof that word of the benefits of Charlene astrology is slowly but surely spreading through the realm. But enough talk. There are still many ailing souls that require succor. Would you and Jan mind assisting me again as you did in the Western Highlands?
No problem.
At this point, I've actually started a war with the Ishgardian government, but okay, that's fine.
I'm about to.
2 skull and summer trapping chocobos, not a single beak in the eye of Talon the horse, and I'm here on my deathbed account tripping over.
Aight. There, take this.
Oh, an honest healer. Here in Tailfeather? No, I've seen everything.
No problem, buddy.
Damn, each and every one of them 12, 7 held back. I'm not ready to die. I summoned my mount in front of them like, hey, look at this. This thing has chocolate. It's made out of chocolate. 3 to 12, I'm healed. Take it. Take the healing. Leave me alone.
No. I don't know who you are, but you are good in my book.
Cool. Well, these guys are nice, at least. We're doing great, love ever. These men and women have chosen a horrendously dangerous profession. A Chocobo's talons can rip open a flesh to the bone, and a single kick can knock an otherwise hale hunter out for a Sennight. What the fuck is a Sennight if he survives it? Many of them seem surprised, grateful of course, but surprised that we were helping them. Does this hamlet have its own healers? Do the Temple Knights that dispatch their hospitaliers this far from Ishgard? I don't think so. This is too close to Dravanian country, so The Holy See only cares for the war with the dragons. It cannot be bothered with a handful of hunters, despite the fact that these hunters are its citizens. I was told on my arrival that they manage with makeshift poultices created using herbs gathered from around the hamlet. When the wounds are more severe, they turn to their sole barber who, well, is also the local butcher. What? That's funny. I'm sorry. My frustration with the situation coupled with the day's efforts have me slightly drained. Might I be allowed a few moments of respite? Quimbarain, Joanna, would you be so kind as to accompany the lady on her stroll? It has been far too long since Charlone's assassin showed her face, and the reading conducted earlier this morning showed a day rife with conflict and confusion. Right, okay, I'll do that. Fly, you fools. Oh, hello. Conflict and confusion. I wonder what will oh. I see. I should be careful at this level. I still have my fucking old ass gear. Oh, I should start buying the new one, shouldn't I? Well, not right now. I always try to survive off the tombstone gear of, like, the previous 10 level. For how long I can. It gets really tricky with healers and tanks. DPS doesn't really matter too much. I'm glad you came, Joanna. There's something important I must tell you. Since Janne gave me and my father's journal, I've spent my nights poring over his writings, trying to piece together what I could about his life. It appears he was hardworking and just. He trusted all and truly wanted to help people in need. He believed that knowledge should not be hoarded like food, but shared amongst the intellectually starved. Yeah. It's just so hard to get dungeon gear and then just be like, keep that up. And like, oh. He also knew that there were those who would see him stopped. Persons who used their influence to trick and frighten the forum into believing that knowledge should be kept at one's breast. Persons who saw my father as a threat. His final few entries all speak of how he feared for his life. Of how one man in particular was looking to see him dead. That man's name is not important in the end. It turned out your father was killed by the very people he was foolish enough to trust. People who had their slaying of a good man proved that they were unworthy of knowledge he so freely offered them, and now here you are making the same mistake as he. Continue with his foolishness and you too will suffer his fate. Who are you? Oh, it's you again. Do not dare talk of my father as if you knew him. You know nothing. Your mind is as closed as the minds of those back in the old world who believed that hiding in their books will shield them from the pain and suffering of the real world. Such passion. It is a pity that it remains misdirected. My employer only wishes to see you back safe and Charlian. The former recognizes your talent. You are an asset to our nation and its people. We would have you live a long and prosperous life, so that you may rise even higher than your father ever had the opportunity to. But we both know you're far too stubborn to take this gift so graciously offered. You would rather fight, and you know, so would I. No more games, Leveva. Let us end this, right here, right now, with your precious stars as your witness. Spare no one, not even the girl. What about taking a dead or alive, please? Kill them! So far so good. Well, not a buff for me. Well, they suck. Oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, let's keep you alive, buddy. Oh no, more of them. Hey, oh no, people are helping. That's nice. Thank you. Get him! Kick her ass! Oh, not that like how your father did. That had the barbarians. Well, too bad. This heals all of them, right? Oh, fucking A! What the hell did she summon? Oh no! Can't let them die. Keep getting DPS ones, come on. Or melee DPS ones, please. Whatever. Dead. Are you alright? I heard a commotion and came as quickly as I could. Not as quickly as these four. You remember the hunter so gravely wounded not less than a bell ago? If memory serves me, they could barely lift a finger, let alone rush headlong in the heated battle to help turn the tide. Don't be too hard on Silkshirt. Turns out we didn't need his help any road. Who would have thought, eh? We were left fighting astrologians. Now I truly have seen everything. That was nice. However, I dare say those men would not have risked their lives had they little respect for us and our craft. You were right. Our actions here have done more to promote Charlatan astrology than any long-winded discourse. Well, I expect this very night the tale of your daring deeds will be told 100 times over in mead and halls across the four lands. Which means it will not be long before the Forum has heard as well. We Charlians may have officially abandoned this realm, but our ears remain if the one who hired Sully is who I think it is. Then I expect not less than a formal edict of extradition to be issued. An edict of extradition? But Charlian has no power to force Ishgard to deliver you into their hands. Furthermore, what exactly is it you've done wrong, but allowed others to partake in a great nation's bottomless well of knowledge, as I did more than 15 summers ago when I studied in her halls? They didn't do this to Louis Soir. This is messed up. Things have changed after you left, Jan. Actually, did they do it? Maybe in 1.0. But, never played that. Maybe. May even believe it. It was my father's death that tipped the scales in favor of closing Charlian's doors and locking away our knowledge. If the Forum deems it so, I could be arrested and imprisoned for the theft of national resources. And I see no reason why your Holy See, who has already shown its disdain for our efforts, would stand in its way. So what do we do? Your grandfather, your father, they've given up so much to see you here. We cannot just concede defeat. Now that we have finally begun to make headway. I never said we would, Jan. I have no intention of giving up or giving in. Doing so would be to deny the sacrifices made by my father and grandfather. The stars have shown me the path I must take. There is no other, and it begins at Telfeder healing those who aided us. I will see the two of you in Ishgard once I have settled matters here. Quimpering, we'll see I arrive unharmed. I gotta hand it to her. She has a goal. Let's see. Here is this area again. I'm gonna try to finish the Heavensward quests and then head to bed. Lady Lavera has still not returned from Telfeder. Oh, but do not worry. I have had word that she simply intends to stay a few turns of the sun longer. What we should be worrying about, however, is the Forum and their pending decision on our companion's extradition. If an official edict is drafted, I fear we may find ourselves at the mercy of the Vault. And if that were to happen, there will be little we can do to keep Lavera here, short of starting a war. If only we had more time. If only someone were to storm the Vault and then attack the priest and cause immense confusion into our government, but that will never happen. Anyway, when I was studying in Charlian, I heard whispers of ancient astromantic spell, which could stop time and very movements of the heavens. All of my professors denied it existed, of course. Oh, please tell me the spell. I guess it's collective unconscious. Word of Lady Lavera's charity has begun spreading, my friend. I've attended more than one luncheon where it is positively dripping off the tongues of all the good lords and ladies. And the knights? Oh, the knights. They have started rumbling about why magics that not only heal the wounded, but also enhance the strength of the healthy, are not being employed to save the lives of those on the front lines. Needless to say, the Vault is not amused. Their plan to have us fade into obscurity has rebounded upon them, and now they are scrambling to twist the situation to their advantage. Listen, Joanna, the Vault would have us officially attend the operation currently underway in the Western Highlands village of Hemlock. The settlement was abandoned after the calamity, and has since been overrun with beasts of all manner. The Holy See seeks to reclaim it, and my uncle, the Count, has generously volunteered his knights to clear area of any remaining threats. It's a win-win for the Vault. The operation is small enough and far enough away from the capital that even if it succeeds, no one will pay it half a mind, but the Vault will be able to say they answered the pleas of the knights. If for any reason the operation were to fail, then the Vault will be able to attribute the failure to astrologian presence and turn the high houses against Lady Laveva. I spoke with the lady about this, but she said she was not interested in the politics of the situation, only that it was her duty to aid people in need. We should speak with her, and soon let us make haste to Hemlock. Also, this is around the time I basically stormed the Vault, so I'm surprised they would allow me near this at all. Water. It's finally starting to feel cold. So this area definitely has the vibes. Damn, this place is fucking far, my guy. They really only put one teleporter here in this huge place. We severely underestimated the strength of our enemies, and now my men and women find themselves so overwhelmed. The tight wedges we had at the day's onset have degraded into small knots of fighting, and the number of wounded is growing faster than our sharp planes can heal them. Think the fury you arrived when you did. Let's go. Oh no, I'm getting attacked. Leave me be. Maybe there should be like a higher level whenever I walk to these guys and just clear the area. That's a good idea. Like a Reaper. Oh no! Thank you. Where am I? Where's my company? I must return to them. You do that, buddy. I shan't forget this astrologian. I'm forever in your debt. You have my thanks, but there still be many who require succor. I heard a woman scream beyond this very boulder not moments before you arrived. Oh no! Hello, I'm here to help. dodged. Hey, buddy, you good? Time to search. Who is that? And with the fake ass Jordans. What have we here? FFXIV, you who vowed never to set foot in this barbarian land again. Unless... Clever girl. Yes, it was I who hired Silly to bring you back to Charlian, and if you had come back with us quietly, you would be free right now rather than a wanted criminal facing a trial, imprisonment, and even execution. Depending on what you have told the tamed savages of yours. Yes, my dear, I offered you a chance, and you foolishly refused it. The edict has been issued, and I am here to collect you. Though I must place some of the blame for that on our friend Silly. Had she not insisted on playing games, perhaps you would have been displayed reason back in the Black Shroud. Instead, she merely added fuel to the fire, already hot with your inherent stubbornness. And now I'm forced to make the journey to this filthy realm to clean up your mess. And I suppose that starts with these companions of yours. How's about we don't, though? Joanna, take Jan and leave right now. Neither of you are ready for magics of the variety he wields. But I've been training. I mean, sure, I've only upgraded Malefic like once, and then that was all the skills I learned here. But I mean, I guess I'll do it. But what of you, my lady? Oh, I thought she said that, my bad. Oh, she about to fight him. Throw down. I'm going to claim my father's journal. Brave. Your father was brave. Your father is also dead. Dick. Lady Leveva. Hey, yo, what up? Got the crew. Now I understand Silly's frustration. This realm is truly overrun with vermin. How we suffered here for so long, I will never know. Very well, Leveva, you leave me no choice. You may already know we have questioned Mace regarding your unauthorized passage into Eorzea. What you may not know is that we still hold him in the dark cells. Just as a precautionary measure, of course. We would not want to see him flee again before the trial. Now your grandfather is not as spry as he used to be, and I am certain how long the sanity of man his age will last in complete darkness, though the longer you delay, the closer we come to finding out.
Quick.
If you wish to see your grandfather released, you will come to the abandoned city in the Dravenian hinterlands. There my airship will be waiting to take you back to the old world where you will be tried. Fairly, of course. Oh, of course. Thanks, I guess. Will there be like a movie on the flight back? Yes, but it's only the minions too. Fuck! I suppose you could run, but know that doing so would have grave consequences for your grandfather, and possibly your mother as well, and we would still eventually find you. Wait, my father's diary! Why didn't none of us attack him? That spell costs, like, it takes like 4 fucking seconds. He may be still close. Wait here. That, or if he's like me, he probably teleported back to Charlian. Maybe he said a return on it. Silvestri, I knew it. Lady Lefeva, who was that? I have a strange feeling I should know him from somewhere. Silvestri, leader of the Bibliotheques, is a powerful group of conservative fundamentalists who seek to control the whole Charlene's knowledge. They believe that our people should not become involved in history, only be witness to it, and analyze it until all lives lived are lost but numbers on a page. You may remember Silvestri, Janne, because he is the selfsame man who was pursued for old Charlene to batten its doors, and has used my father's death as a rallying cry. Or was pushed. And now I'm certain that he had my father killed. Near the end of my father's diary, he mentions being contacted by a young Silvestri who happened to be an older classmate of his when they were both at the studium. Silvestri, looking to make a name for himself as a politician, warned my father against continuing to disseminate knowledge of Charlene astrology in Eorzea. A warning my father, of course, did not heed. Soon after, several attempts were made upon my father's life. When he subsequently looked into the matter, he discovered that there was a price on his head, and that Silvestri had put it there. I discovered a contract signed by the wretch folded in my father's journal. He had planned on revealing it to the forum on his return, but he never had the chance. Janne, my father gave you that journal before he died, but you never once opened it. I did not think it was mine to read. But what do you say? If it is true, we must get that diary back. Come, it seems the fighting has died down. Let us report to the captain of the knights, then return to Ishgard so that we may plan our next move. To the knight captain. Either we get the journal back and then have him arrested, or we kill him and get the journal back. Either way, it's a win-win for all of us, to be honest. Oh, sorry. Many lives were saved because of you. This is what we could expect from Charlene astrology. I see no reason why we shouldn't have knights trained in the field. I'll recommend this to the Lord Commander. I suspect he will be pleased to see the day won with so few casualties. If you require our services again, you need only ask. Come, Joanna, let us hasten back to Ishgard. Alright, pretty much one more quest to go. Except, oh fuck, I forgot I need to level that up. Right. I don't have enough level for it. This is a predicament. Moments ago, we received a message from the commander of my father's guard. He thanked us again for our assistance in Hemlock, and has formally requested that Lady Lefeva train several of his knights in Charlene astrology. The vault, however, remains silent, and I believe this silence to be calculated. Oh, really? Are you sure it's not because I just stormed that place? If the edict issued for Lady Lefeva's extradition has arrived, they need only turn a blind eye to Silvestri's actions until he has spurred the lady from the realm, and people simply forget she was ever there. But we are not going to let that happen. Are we, my lady? I'm sorry, Janne, but I no longer see how we cannot. Are you giving up? Not this far! Silvestri has my grandfather, and he has threatened to take my mother. He now has the one thing that could have saved them both. My father's journal. No, Janne, I cannot deny my fate any longer. I have done several readings since our return, and everyone is the same. Deceit, manipulation, submission. My path is clear. You, however, can carry on. Silvestri has no authority over you. Or you, Joanna. See that my father's dream is fulfilled. Promise me that much. I shall promise you that and more, my lady. Quimperane and I will see you to the place of meeting and do whatever possible to make certain Silvestri keeps his word. You know that by attending me, you put yourself in danger. He has shown he will not hesitate to kill anyone who stands in his way. And now that he knows, I know of his involvement in my father's death, but still you would stand by my side in my last moments and yours here. I do not deserve friends such as you. Hey, we just trying our best. Joanna, Aether is the building block of all that surrounds us, meaning that everything is connected. Someone closely attuned with that Aether can, in a sense, link themselves with others, feeling their joy, feeling their pain. Scholars of the soul call this empathy. Crystal gazers and card readers call it the Wheel of Fortune. We astrologians call it collective unconsciousness. Whatever you call it, I feel that my bond with you, both of you. Thank you. The collective unconsciousness. Yes, just like 999. And if we can access the collective unconsciousness by putting ourselves into escape rooms on a Titanic ship that is sinking, and by the dread and solving puzzles, we may be able to access time travel. I see where you're going with this, Laveva. I indeed the plot to 999. Yes. Did I do leveling? I did leveling. What's the last one? What do you give me? I get Celestial Opposition. Restores own HP and HP of nearby allies. This is very important. I got to like buy the gear, but whatever. It'll be okay. Hope I don't die. Or let any of the NPC members that have to survive the fight die. Laveva is here. I'm quite aware that the mere notion of accompanying Laveva to the answering quarter is bordering on absurd, but I cannot, in good faith, abandon our good friend in her time of need. Not after all we have been through. I'm joyed to see that you have come to the same conclusion as well. Yeah, you two are foolish, but I will not trade friends such as you for all the gold in the Aurum Vale. Yeah, because there's gold dust in there. You don't want that. But there is no gold in the... You know what? My lady, might I ask you to entertain a second option? You said that your father's diary contained a document which implicates Silvestri and Rufin's murder. What if, and I fully understand the enormity of this, but what if Silvestri still has yet to lay eyes on that document? Suppose he only took the diary to provoke you. If we can somehow retrieve it before you boarded the ship, why wouldn't he just burn it? Then we could have a bargaining chip of our own. But this man is the leader of the bibliotheques. His sole purpose in life is hoarding of knowledge. Of course, he read the diary, and knowing Silvestri, the document would have been set to aflame the moment he discovered it. Unless we told him that there was another document, one that I removed from the diary to have examined, one that was not in the diary when he stole it. Of course, there is no such page, but it would be easy enough to draft something up from memory of what I saw, something that would appear official from a distance. It just might work, though there is always a chance that he may simply attempt to take the document by force. Were that to happen, we would be fortunate to escape with our lives. Silvestri is a formidable astrologian. Some say he even possesses the power to stop time. What the fuck, is he Tio? But I thought those were only... Oh god, he has a stand. No, we mustn't think of that. There is little time left before the scheduled meeting. In the answering quarter, Lady Laveva's plan is all we have. If we are to save both her and her family, we must act and trust that the stars will guide us to victory. Okay. At the answering quarter. Just one issue. Where is the teleporter? Oh, right. It's not the... Got it. I literally was just there. It's good that it's here, because if I fail the duty, then I could just buy gear and win it. Because I have enough tombstones, so that's good. Let's hope I do not fail it, though. Got this. I'm actually usually not up this late. I usually sleep around 12 if pushing it. That's only to get 5 hours of sleep, which isn't good for me. Not a good thing to do. At least 11 is a sweet spot with 6 hours. But, I mean, I don't have work tomorrow, so that's good. What happened here? This is where my people lived, where my father was born and raised, where he became an astrologian, where he took his first steps on the path that would lead us all here. He was not a Charlian, not even Urine. He was an Eorzean, like Janne and Quemperain. Even you, Johanna. Alright, Jan. Nigh on 15 summers have come and gone since I set foot in the paths of contemplation, yet this place appears as if it hasn't been inhabited in centuries. Nature is the greatest of levelers, Janne Quinard. She provides us with what we need, but when we are done with it, she's quick to take back what is and always has been rightfully hers. There is still time before Silvestri is to arrive. I would like to take a walk and see where my father lived. Just knowing that I tread the same ground as he may grant my mind peace. Well then, I might suggest a rooftop garden directly to the south of here. Your father and I would spend many a night there, gazing up at the stars and prattling about our dreams into the small hours. It is where he first told me of your mother, your birth mother, not the aunt who cared for you after. Lady Bride died in labor, and the child she was carrying. We fly. Is the house? Oh, this was it. Not all of the conversations Ufin and I had were pleasant. It was a fiery spirit who, once had the idea had filled his head, would make it his whole life, regardless how outlandish it was. Reintroducing Charlian. Hang on, what the heck? Oh, my phone. It's not working. There we go. Yeah. Reintroducing Charlian astrology to Eorze was such idea. I was against it at first, knowing firsthand that traditionalists the people of my city-state were, but your father overwhelmed me with his passion, and it was not long before I too found myself a disciple of his vision. He still says, what happened here? I wonder if my father knew that one day I would be here, standing under the same sky he did. Who knows? Did he know that he would have a daughter who was as stubborn as he? A daughter who put her life and lives of those she loved in danger because of an unfulfilled dream? I think he did. And I think if he were here now, he would be proud. Proud that I at least tried. Proud that I did not let fate control me, but that I rather walked hand in hand with that fate down a path my father left, not only for me, but for all those who would carry in their hearts the same dream.
I believe he would be as well, Lady Laveva, though I did not fully realize it until recently. These past moons, it has been as if Rufin was here by my side once again. The passion, the stubbornness, the talent. I do not think he would stand idly by as Silvestri had his way, and so I believe neither should we. Yeah!
Thank you, Jan. I know I have been hard on you, but it's only because you were an incompetent astrologer with an aversion to training, not because you were anything but a good man and a good friend. Now let us see what the stars have in mind for us today.
A slight backhanded compliment, but also true. He is not that great. And it also took him like years to master things.
You may keep your readings to yourself, no offense, my lady, but the only thing that shall be guiding me tonight is the obligation of Lady Laveva.
That and my blade. That and this fucking sword.
Fate is but a suggestion, remember that. Silvestri is not a man to be late. He will be here.
Hang on. Oh, yeah. That would be 46 minutes, but it may run out as the fight ends, so. Or continues on. Damn, some stars.
I was so predictable, Laveva. I am sorry to inform you, there has been a change of plans. There will be no return to your homeland. No tear-filled reunion with your grandfather. No trial. Only a sentence, and that sentence shall be carried out here. By mine hand, you see, after reading your father's diary, it became clear that you and your wretched friend know too much. You would not believe how long I have been searching for that document. The last one that connected me to your father's unfortunate accident. I tracked down and had all the others destroyed, but this one has eluded me for almost 2 decades.
Well.
The last? Jan, Joanna, it appears we are left with but a single path.
There was only ever one, my lady, and we shall see it to the end.
Time to re-healies.
Collect the unconscious. Get his ass! Oh shit. Those are 6 gates?
There's so many of these. Almost got it. Boom. I'm doing the buffs. He stopped time! Dio! Nope. That was pretty sick. There you go. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to even see you in old Charlene. I can teleport there now, you know. Wait, if you wish to see your grandfather live, you will not kill me. That was never our intention, Silvestri, no. I only wish to ask a few simple favors, the first being the return of my father's diary. You will then send word back to the old world to have my grandfather released immediately, and finally you will return to Charlene and report to the form that I have disappeared and am presumed deceased. Fail to do these things, and I shall tell the forum all I know of your involvement in my father's death. I doubt they will be as generous with their mercy as I. And what? You shall remain here and continue to spread our knowledge across the worm-eaten realm like it was sweet cream butter? Sweet cream butter does sound nice. You know not what you do. The barbarians of this realm will have shown that they can only use this knowledge to destroy each other. They corrupt it, they lessen it, and they forget it, and then they forget it. They never once have shown they are worthy of the knowledge they so defile. And yet you would still give it to them? Very well, I shall do as you ask. But know that the forum is ever listening, ever watching. Should you continue your escapades here in Ishgard, they will find out. And they will send others until they have succeeded where I have failed. Yeah, go crawl back to your ship. Then you best make certain they do not. You're a powerful man who also happens to be the master of lies and deceit. I pray the task should not prove too difficult, and if it does, well then I can always show them what manner of man you truly are. I do not think there will be any need for that, Silvestri. Silvestri, however wicked, is not a fool. He will not sacrifice what he has spent the last 2 decades building over a girl he, even with his back to the cobbles, sees as inferior, especially if you have offered him a means of accomplishing without causing him to lose face. His pride, of course, will ache, but it's not a little wine cannot kill. You're right, Janne Quinard. Something I never thought I would admit, at least out loud. So does this mean you will remain in the sea and continue your teachings? Of course I will. There is a pending contract with the House of Durandare, my obligations to the convictors and the House Hunters of Tailfighter, and then, of course, there's the matter of your incomplete training. If memory serves me, you still have only opened half of the Heaven's Gates. That is true. Come on, man. The hell was that noise? You may recall a time I pulled my lady aside and spoke of how I did not trust my master's heathen magics. Well, I still do not trust his, but Lady Leveva and yours? A man my age should not have lasted half bell in that last battle. Hell, so still cannot believe we fended off those pirates in Lemensa. I cannot have survived this long without you. Lady Joanna, should you ever need my sword, you need only ask. Truth be told, I have no idea how we survived that battle. Think of it as a moment Sylvester could stop time. Perhaps fate has a stronger pull than I imagined, or perhaps I merely evolved into a powerful astrologian. Likely the former. At least you know it's the former. Well, things did not go completely as planned, but we arrived at the fate intended for us nonetheless. Now the question is, what do we do with this fate we have been granted? I believe this warrants another reading, but perhaps after we've had a bite to eat. Yum! What sucks is, even though I am sleepy, I'm also a little hungry. I'm like, what am I gonna eat at 1 in the morning? I guess she should go find some snacks and then go to bed. Ah, Joanna, you were just in time to greet to add the newest member. Hey! Oh, she cut her hair. That's right, she has to pretend. May I present you with Lord Ruffin? What a surprise. Ah, but I believe I know the answer. Your senses are doubtless reeling from having witnessed poor Lady Liva's tragic end in the hinterlands. Wink. Contrary to popular opinion, I was not murdered at all, but merely in a long winding journey that has finally brought me back to Ishgard so that I may teach the secrets of Charlene astrology once again. They're really gonna change your name to Ruffin. I mean to show the people that fate is a path that need not be walked in darkness. That the stars can be used to light the way. Sick. And my first lesson, that those who oppose the celestial guidance shall find their foes burning on and on without end. Hooray! Divinations of the astrologians. Deep in your soul. As we close the astrology question for offensive parents avoid and take the serious question first when the final coincidence of the possible team storm blend and far edge of fate and you can do something available. Janne Accord. Alright, let's start the new one. No. Well, who is this? He's got red hair. Alright. Let's open this up first. I will literally discard this just for the space. I want to see how this looks. Obviously can't wear it. Right. And ta-da! Oh, it looks cute. Fantastic. Well, alright then. That's it. For today. If I do stream the Stormblood questline for this, it'll be after I get to 70. Which will be a while. But, because I go at leveling pretty slow. But thank you, Sky, for coming on by. I hope you feel better. Yeah, take care of yourself. It was also good to test out my audio via music. I hope it doesn't give me a copyright strike, but I doubt it. Like, at least I say that. But I'm a small-time streamer. I don't think it'll be too bad.